The 1994 Northridge earthquake. In the early morning of January 17, 1994, residents of Northridge, Los Angeles were awoken from their sleep when a magnitude 6.7 earthquake erupted due to a pair of tectonic plates slipping vertically against each other on a blind thrust fault line. The effects were catastrophic. 57 people were reported to have died from the earthquake, but that number rises to over 70 when including heart attacks. On top of this, 9,000 people were injured during the event. A large portion of these casualties occurred as a result of the over 11,000 landslides that devastated the area. The ground was shaking so violently during the earthquake that liquefaction, or the phenomenon when the ground acts as a liquid, occurred as far as 30 miles from the epicenter. Foundations of buildings were destroyed, as well as crucial infrastructure like gas lines, water lines, and transportation systems, the most notable of which being the collapse of the Golden State Freeway. The disaster resulted in $20 billion in damages and an additional $40 billion in economic losses. While the impact remained relatively local, the affected area was drastically deformed due to the immense ground failures caused by the earthquake. The San Fernando Valley was lifted in certain areas due to the nature of the fault line. The Northridge blind thrust fault line was previously unknown before the 1994 earthquake, which would end up being the costliest earthquake in the history of the U.S. After the disaster, the government of California hastily made some changes in order to better prepare for the future, most notably zoning over 6,000 square miles of land under the Seismic Hazards Mapping Act of 1990.